Did you have a good week? I go through the news every month looking for the stories that actually went right, but they didn't make the headlines, and July was a good one. Here are 30 things that went right. New Zealand's kākāpō just had its most successful breeding season ever. Over 100 chicks hatched. Total known adults, 235. Across southern Africa, rhinos had their best month in decades. Namibia hit its lowest poaching numbers in over a decade, and Zimbabwe's population crossed 1,000 animals for the first time in 30 years. 616 black rhinos, 417 white rhinos. Camera traps in Turkmenistan confirmed Persian leopards, including females with cubs, in mountains where the cats had completely disappeared. Mangrove forests have shown net global recovery for 16 consecutive years, reversing decades of loss. Green sea turtles have recovered so significantly since the 1970s that they no longer qualify as endangered. Pakistan created a new protected area for Indus River dolphins, one of the world's rarest river species found nowhere else on Earth. French Polynesia established a marine protected area the size of France, one of the largest ocean protection zones in history. Oregon hasn't recorded a single confirmed pesticide-related bee death since 2020 after training 13,000 applicators in pollinator protection. One mountain lion started visiting a tiny suburban preserve south of San Francisco. Deer retreated, plants recovered, coyotes and foxes reorganized, a full trophic cascade in a suburban park. Astronomers released the largest gravitational wave catalog ever, 161 new black hole collisions, bringing the total number ever detected to 390. Two newly discovered planets are less dense than cotton candy, Jupiter-sized but somehow lighter than air. NASA's Lucy spacecraft found that asteroid Donald Johanson is peanut-shaped and slowly being sculpted by sunlight as it wobbles through space. A 5,000-year-old solstice monument was discovered near Stonehenge, aligned to the same sunrise, possibly the structure that inspired it. Archaeologists called it a once-in-a-lifetime find. The only known copy of the Declaration of Independence outside the United States was found by a volunteer at the UK National Archives. It had been sitting there overlooked for decades. The James Webb Space Telescope revealed the Cigar Galaxy in unprecedented detail, 12 million light-years away, forming stars 10 times faster than the Milky Way. Curaçao, population 150,000, became the smallest nation in history to score a goal at a men's FIFA World Cup. Cape Verde held Spain to a 0-0 draw and became the smallest country by population to ever reach the World Cup knockout stage. Japan fans stayed after every single match to clean the stadium. Win, lose, or draw every time. A 22-year-old Scottish supporter walked 3,000 miles from Los Angeles to Boston in a kilt and raised €1 million for charity. Australia has so much solar power that the government is giving away 3 free hours of electricity daily to manage the surplus. Switzerland successfully tested solar panels installed between active railway tracks. Trains run over them, the sun powers them, and the grid gets the energy. Colorado school buses are now feeding power back to the electrical grid overnight, acting as giant backup batteries for the community. Paris opened the Seine River for swimming for the second consecutive summer after decades of it being too polluted to enter. Adding crushed basalt rocks to new forests increases the carbon storage by 27%, a low-tech, scalable climate fix hiding in plain sight. Colombia's indigenous communities use a 4,500-year-old farming technique that requires no pesticides and returns land to full rainforest within 5 years. The FDA extended CRISPR gene therapy to children as young as 2 years old for sickle cell disease. Moringa tree seeds remove 98% of microplastics from drinking water, and the tree grows almost anywhere on Earth. Scientists engineered bacteria directly into plastic film. When activated by heat, it breaks down completely in 6 days. No microplastics, no residue, nothing left. A protein gel can now regrow tooth enamel, the only tissue in the human body that cannot repair itself once it's lost. Human trials begin this year. The World Economic Forum named everything to the grid the top emerging technology of 2026. The shift where your car, your building, and your devices stop just consuming power, giving it back. The Squamish Nation opened a net zero 6,000 home development on their own land in one of Vancouver's most expensive neighborhoods, the largest Indigenous-led urban housing project in Canadian history. There you go, 30 things that went right. So which story hit you the hardest this month? And if something good happened to you, please leave it in the comments. I read every one. Hit that like and have a good month.